6th grade and older. I took this picture, I blew it up, and I showed it to my school board members. And I said to them, I'm like, are you allowing this in our schools but not Bibles? Are you serious?
Yep.
What is wrong with you? They had to pan the camera away from me because it was too graphic to show online to live viewers when it's not too graphic for our kids in school. Really? So I started digging more. The next book is for ages 4 to 8. Next book. This is the book that they're trying to bring in with the DEI. They are trying to teach children as young as 3rd grade how to masturbate, how to self-pleasure, and how to have anal sex. And this is all under the DEI. Not only did they do this, and this is why I'm trying to ban these kind of books from our school. There is a website that everybody here can go to. It's called FOIA. You can go to gofoia.com. You type in your location, which is your state, and then you type in your school. And you can look to see if any of these books are in your school. And if they are, I suggest you go to your school board members and you tell them to get them out now, because they are showing this to your children. So I'm working on that still. And if you go to iowamamabears.com, iowamamabears.com, all this is on our website and along with the link to get to this page right here. Not only did Ankeny do this, I thought that was bad enough, but nope. They had to put the cherry on top of the ice cream. I'm like, are you kidding me? So on May 24th, I uncovered that Ankeny School District, Ankeny High in Ankeny, Iowa, hosted a drag queen show. They had a 18-year-old boy dressed as drag. I'm friends with his mom. That's how I found these pictures. She was bragging about it on Facebook. Next picture. This is what he looked like. Not only was he dressed like that, but when he was performing, next picture please, they were handing him money as he was dancing. That's not even the worst of it. The worst of it is that they hire a 21-year-old male exotic dancer to come perform for children as young as 12. This was all under the GSA, the Gay Straight Alliance Group. So if you have a Gay Straight Alliance group in your school, be prepared for stuff like this. This is what they were doing, and here's a little clip of the little show that this man performed in front of our children. There's a child in the front with pigtails in her hair, of all things. We're gonna stop it there because it gets a little graphic. And you guys, if you guys do not get up, get out, and get loud, this will be in every single school across the country, because this is in conservative Iowa, of all places. The most conservative state, one of the most conservative states in the nation, has this in our school. And when I brought it to Mr. Pruitt's attention, I said, Mr. Pruitt, I need you to speak with me, who's the superintendent. I'm like, you need to speak with me. You need to speak with me now before I let this go viral. You know, he said, I don't have time to speak with you. I'm like, okay, you don't have time? That's fine. I'll make sure everybody in the world knows exactly what's coming to our schools if we do not stand up for our children and get up there and start going to our school boards. Fight to your politicians. Go to your school boards. Just alive. Show unity. I teamed up with the most, on the other side, there was a Democratic man in our town named Savoy. He's a Democrat, he's a black man from Chicago. You know what, one thing he said, he was after the school district too, because they are harassing children. They're harassing his kid. And so I said to him, I'm like, you know what, we have different political views, and there's a gap between our country right now, black versus white. What's one thing that we can all agree on that we can come together for? It's our kids. It's our kids. We're working together to bring this gap together because we have to gap it together, you guys. And the one thing that's going to bring us together is our kids. I asked our school board if, hey, can we please have a mentoring group come in? And they said, okay, we can't do that. But they let this in. And that's just wrong. So get up, get out, and get loud. This is my husband, Jonathan.
Now that all of you heard about our daughter Olivia's story and the amazing accomplishments my wife has done, I want to talk the challenges she faced. The number one challenge she faced was not the politicians, not the school board members, nor the judgmental family and friends. The number one challenge she faced was me. I was not supportive in the start. In fact, hours before my wife stood in front of the governor to sign the mass bill into law, we stood in our living room, arguing. And I turned to my wife and I stated, "You are not making a difference, and nothing you are doing is changing anything." We were so close to divorce over this. All of it would have taken was one wrong look, and it would have been the end. Kimberly, from the bottom of my heart, I want to say I'm sorry, and I love you. I am telling all of you these hard truths about myself because all of us have someone we care about in our lives and don't believe, they don't understand, and they just don't see the truth. Whether it's your friends, your family, or even in our case, even your spouse. I'm standing, sorry. I'm here to tell you there is hope and people can change. I not only believe in what my wife is doing, but I am her leading web designer, her number one podcaster, and I'm her number one sales rep. Just to name a few of the things on my now honey-do list.
I just liked it. I didn't
If
even
you
know
could
what
all
it
do me a
was.
really huge favor and turn to the person next to you and say thank you for being here and supporting you right now.
Thank you for being here and supporting me right
now.
and eating crappy
My
food.
wife never got that.
It's so
from me.
good. When's the last time you tried it?
Now I need you all to ask yourself a really hard question. What is your why?
The Chicago one.
My why is easy
There, it's
now.
not.
It is that beautiful woman right there and my 7 children.
Goodness.
Wow. Any multiples in there?
Your why will get you through the toughest of times. My wife did not have it easy, but she knew her why. And that is what pushed her to never give up. Now lastly, all of you men out there, please stand up.
There you go.
Keep standing if you are going to make a difference. Keep standing if you will never give up. And keep standing if you are willing to protect your family and their future. Every one of us can make a change. Every one of us has a cell phone. If all of us in this room spend 10 minutes a day to call our politician and let them know what's happening, those 10 minutes times these 4,000 people is a lot of time with one person taking those 10 minutes. It adds up. Lastly, please support us on our booth and visit us on iowamamabears.com. And the last thing I want to say is thank you all for being here. And get up
Get out.
and get loud. Let's hear